6:30, and it's Wednesday, and that means Charlie is back in studio to answer any of your legal questions. Charlie, thanks for coming back in.
Great to be here.
Appreciate that a lot. It does sound like we have a caller. Okay. So caller, go ahead. You're on the line with Charlie. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Go ahead with your question.
Okay. There's a lady that's I live in a senior building, and the lady across the hall from me has some kind of mental problem, but ever since I've been here, she always accuses me of coming into her apartment, and she sees me taking stuff, but she never called the police. I've had to call the police on her a couple of times because I'm tired of her bothering me. Now, I'm just trying to figure out what else can I do because the police can't help me with anything.
Well, actually, if it gets really bad, we have kind of what we call protection from abuse things or protection from stalking, petitions that can be filed with the court. And that's when things get really bad, when someone's really bothering you and won't stay away from you with no reason, and it just keeps going on. And if it gets that bad, well, then you can go to the court and fill out a petition, explain to a judge that they have there at the Sedgwick County Courthouse what's going on. And if the judge thinks it's bad enough, the judge can actually issue an order, and the order will be served on the lady that's doing this, and then she will be told to stay away from you. Now, she can ask for a hearing, and the judge will have a hearing with both of you. You can have an attorney if you want to, but you don't have to. And you can both go up there and explain what's going on to the judge. And if he thinks it's bad enough, he'll issue an order that she can't do these things that she's doing for like a year. And if she violates that order, then he can actually put her in jail or charge her with a crime. So the orders are pretty strong. So if it gets that bad, that's what I do.
And I guess, out of curiosity, from my perspective, what are the parameters that you see as something that gets bad enough? Because I think, is it minor harassment, or is that something? What's the line for you as an attorney where you would cross?
Probably my line's a little bit different than some people.
Okay.
That court actually has a lot of people come in there complaining about a lot of things.
Okay.
And sometimes they complain about things that I don't think have much merit.
Sure. But
they continue to complain. I mean, we as attorneys, at least I do in my office, we try to sort through things and not get involved in minor arguments that cost people a lot of money and don't get them anywhere.
Yes.
But some people want to fight. I think the slang term is drama. They want drama in their life, and they want to fight all the time, and they go to court and they think they can fight there. So those personalities are there. But the court is actually set up for people that are being harassed, that people won't leave them alone, or they follow them, or they call them on the telephone all the time, or text them all the time, or email them all the time, and that does go on.
Okay.
And it goes on with people that have had relationships and they've broken up with people, and after they've broken up, one of the people won't leave the other one alone,
Sure.
and they finally have to go to court. They were never married, so they can't have a divorce action, so they have to go with this procedure for protection of stalking or protection from abuse. And abuse can actually be not physical. It could be mental abuse or abusing someone by just bothering them all the time.
Yes. Well, and I'm sure there are, you hear stories all the time of people contacting police or reaching out to an attorney for things, like you said, that are really just dramatic, that are not necessarily infringing on your safety. Do you feel like you deal with a lot of those cases, or you see a lot of people coming in for those advices, or is it really more along the lines of, I'm feeling in danger, I need help?
The unique thing about us, obviously, we're hired attorneys, so if you're going to come in and fight about something minor, you're going to have to pay us. So we kind of discourage that, and I think the fact that they have to pay it discourages that. But they can go over to this protection from abuse or protection from stalking and represent themselves and go with what they want to. Now, the judges obviously at times get tired of people that just keep coming and complaining about everything, but people get in big fights and they go in there, and at least they're not hitting each other, they're arguing in front of a judge, which is better.
Maybe keeps it a little more civil.
A little more civilized.
Hypothetically.
Hopefully.
Okay. Well, Charlie, I think we're out of time, but thank you again for coming in. And of course, if you missed out today, you can call next week and speak with him. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more Eyewitness News.